Hello Taurus, what's going on? Hope you're super well. My name is Madam Butterfly and this is going to be a little general reading just to see what Spirit wants you to know. You are so welcome here, Taurus. Thank you so much for, taking the time to check out the reading. I appreciate it so much. And if you feel like it, resonates with you and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I would appreciate that so much, Taurus. Okay, so let's see what's going on for lovely Taurus. Renewal. Oh, you got two there. You got renewal and rethink. Okay. Whoa. All right. Getting kind of gung-ho, Spirit. And you have creativity. At the bottom of the deck you have hydration. So there's some kind of new idea coming in for you that's going to revitalize you. So you have renewal, rethink and creation. It could very well, for some of you, this could be to do with like a creative endeavor. You might have been kind of lacking in creativity recently. That's about to change. There's going to be a renewal. You're going to start thinking differently about something, Taurus. And like I said, whatever that is for you, it's going to really fill you with a new zest for life. You're going to start thinking like a lot more like outside the box on things. And I feel like it's with that fire there, it's really going to reignite your passion as well. Interesting. All right, what else for Taurus, please? What else for Taurus, please? Unhealthy mindset. So you've been in some kind of unhealthy mindset. So I don't know what that means for you, Taurus. It could be anything. It could be an addiction. It could be a way of looking at yourself. It could be a way of like looking at the way that you interact with other people. It could be about your job. You could be in a sucky job, but you're rethinking some kind of unhealthy mindset that you have. Be present, live in the moment. So you're learning to live more in the moment is what I want to say. Or that's what Spirit is trying to get you to do. Your dreams are coming true. So maybe you're kind of getting yourself into an unhealthy mindset, worrying about the future. But I think you're coming out of that. I don't know if you've been listening to subliminal messages or frequencies, or you're just going to wake up one day, or maybe even doing affirmations. Have faith. See, I feel like you've been in this unhealthy mindset where you've kind of been worrying, you've been clinging on to an outcome. They're saying be present and live in the moment because your dreams are coming true. But I feel like I don't have to tell you this because you're going to start rethinking this all on your own. You have faith. Is it worth it? Interesting. They're saying yes. Yes, it's worth it. Whatever this is you're thinking about, Taurus. And one more for Taurus, please. One more for Taurus, please. Okay, it's this one. There's something to do with inner child healing here for you, Taurus. Okay, now don't bite my head off, alright? If you don't want to hear the message, just turn it off. Now, inner child healing, that can mean something about your parents. It can mean something about your brothers and sisters. It can mean you were bullied in childhood. It can mean you were bullied as a teenager. It could be that you're finally letting creativity out. Like maybe as a child or maybe as a teenager, that type of thing was frowned upon in your family, or I don't know, like amongst your friends or your brothers and sisters or something. There's some kind of inner child healing coming out at the moment. And it's making you rethink things. I think it's bringing you out of these unhealthy mindsets. Like, for example, you might have inherited a lack mindset from your parents. And that's not really your parents' fault, you know? Like, if your parents were very poor, or they never had enough money or something, then you're pretty much going to inherit that, you know, because that's what they teach you. Like, oh, money is so important. Like, you shouldn't spend money. Like, you know, save your nice clothes. Like, don't ever wear your nice clothes, you know? So you kind of inherit that. So it could be something like that. Something as simple as that, that you're fixing now. Okay, what else for Taurus, please? Okay, you have the Four of Swords. That's been coming out so much. So underneath Renewal, you have the Four of Swords and the Wheel. That's the Wheel of Fortune in the Rider-Waite. So time to take a rest or a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may bring answers. So you're going through a little bit of a renewal period at the moment. You're kind of going through a period of rest. I think everybody kind of has been, to be honest. Not to, you know, diminish what you're going through, Taurus. It's just been coming out a lot in the readings. And you have the Wheel of Fortune here. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So things will suddenly shift. There's going to be like, you know, after you've had this rest, things are going to suddenly move forward, all right? Okay, wow, there you are. The Hierophant Unity. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Now this has come out under Rethink. So some of you may have been raised in a traditional household, or you may have been raised in a traditional background, or, you know, it is your card, Taurus, so there may just have been, it's something to do with your childhood, all right? And I'm not slagging you off, you know, people go through different things in their childhood. It's all part of your lesson. Like I said, if you don't want to hear it, turn it off. But I feel like you're rethinking a lot of your traditional standpoints, and it could be something to do with, excuse me, your own creativity. It's like you're finally letting your inner child out to play, and maybe you've always been taught you shouldn't do that. You know, like you had to maintain standards, you had to maintain a certain image or something like this. You may even be seeking out spiritual organizations. Wow, you just got two fires out next to creativity. Okay, so you have creativity, and you have the King of Fire and the Knight of Fire. Wow. So these are the ones, obviously. So the King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Wow. Okay, you definitely you're creating something. I feel like you have all this creativity that's been like inside, and you've not let it out because it's like you feel like you had to be traditional or something. Or it was just, you didn't even know it was there. Like it was squashed when you were younger or something. I don't know, like painting or poetry or writing or psychic gifts, maybe something like this. And you have the Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. I feel like you're suddenly gonna have these creative visions, like you're suddenly gonna understand what it is you want to create. You may get advice from someone who's already doing something creative, because you have Unity and the King of Fire here, so you may have someone like that in your life, or you're about to meet them. but all of a sudden you're going to become very, very focused on something that you want to create. But I think there was like a repression here. So in order for this to happen, you had to move away from some kind of unhealthy mindset. Okay, you have, I'm just going to take the top one. In fact, I'm going to take both of them. You have isolation and you have workaholic. Both of them are the throat chakra. And I find it interesting that I've been having trouble with my throat. You have instinct. And I'm going to get one more. These are supposed to be short readings, but I just can't help myself. Wisdom. Ew. Ew. Now that is also the energy of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very wise. You know, I really think you're coming into like, oh, and you have rethink and you have the Hierophant, so it's something about wisdom. You're getting some kind of new wisdom. And it's going to completely like hydrate you. Like it's going to lead to like a renewal of your brain and like a renewal of your soul. You have isolation and workaholic. Now these are the throat chakra cards. So let me just grab the book. Ow. A child, oh my god. Isolation, a childlike playfulness is hidden under sapphires. That's the person in the card, sapphire. A childlike playfulness is hidden under sapphire's serious, elegant exterior. This card denotes wealth and an ability to do anything well. Trust and loyalty are indicated. Sapphire also has a great capacity for healing. See, there's something here about your inner child coming out. Like you've been hiding your inner child under this like very serious or like very, like I have to be a certain way. You know, I have to be the good person. I have to always be there for other people. I always have to be the one that people look up to. But I feel like your inner child is coming out and your inner child's like, screw that. Workaholic. Here, the earthy brown of creation mixes with inspirational violet. This card indicates one of the most powerful manifesting energies. Now you are very prolific. If what you are creating stalls, you may need to recharge, know your limits. So I feel like this is more about, and also look, oh my gosh, look, it's got art on it. So I feel like you've been a workaholic your whole life, okay? Or you've always been trying to be the one that people look up to, right? Because you may have been like an older brother or an older sister or something like that. Like you had a lot of responsibility in childhood, but I feel like your inner child is coming out to play now. You're not repressing it anymore. And it's going to be, you're going to do something creative with it. And you have instinct here, which is a crown chakra card. To step into the light, we let go of all senses other than our pure instinct. When unfiltered, it guides us to the high ground and the help of our angels. This is a time to be the protector or to be protected. Know which role you are in. So I feel like you've always been the protector, and now it's time for you to be the protected. There is a guide inside us. Your instinct is finely tuned, so why doubt it? Your journey is guided. Awakening. Led by spirit. Yep. Wow. And you have wisdom here. Look, more about, we talked about that, right? Sorry, I'm getting real excited. You have wisdom here. This is the earth green, which brings wisdom, patience, and acceptance. Sage is perfect when you need to prove nothing, when you choose simply to be wise. There is an ability here to bring serenity to any situation, and indeed it may be needed. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Wise counsel, focused energy, honouring yourself, contentment, transformation, support. So you're going to get a lot of support at the moment. You're going to have a lot of focused energy, and I feel like you're going to be honoring yourself, like things that you want to do. And I really feel like it's a time now for you to be the supported, because I think you've always had to be the person that supported other people, but now you're kind of stepping into, like, you're kind of letting go and letting your child, like, you know, your inner child come out and letting the universe support you. And you're about to create something beautiful. So I hope that was helpful, Taurus. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I'd appreciate it so much. Many blessings, Taurus. Love and light.